Hello, so today we are going to do this problem which is part of Leetcode contest this week. So it's largest three same digit number in a string. So the problem says we are given a string number representing a large integer, and an integer is good if the substring, if there is a substring of like 3 and that consists only of one unique digits. So this is the definition of a good substring, and you want to return the maximum good integer as a string. So what this means is basically, so a substring of course is a contiguous sequence of characters, and we may have leading zeros. Okay, and so an example here of a good string substring is these 3 7 or these 3 3s, and so the maximum number is 3 7s, right? That's bigger than 333. Here you can see leading zeros are permitted as well, and here the only three integers of the same number are 3 0 0 0, and so we return that. Here there is no substring with three contiguous characters that are the same number, so we return empty. So yeah, this problem is, we can solve it in a straightforward way. Okay, so let's see how we can solve it. So the easiest thing is, the simplest solution is just look for a run of numbers, of 3 numbers that are equal to each other. So yeah, this is a pretty simple solution. Let's just code it up right away. So, and then we need to initialize, this would be our result. We need to grab the max element, so that's why we initialize it there. We need 3 elements, right? So we can go from 0 to n-2, right? This will allow us to check I plus 1, and I plus 2. And the easiest thing to do is just check all 3 successive position, right? So I plus 1 equal, and then equal to also I plus 2. So this means we have 3 numbers that are equal to each other. And then if that's the case, we want to get the max, because we want to get the max of 3 consecutive numbers, so we get the max here. And in Python, to get the 3 elements, we go from I to I plus 3. We do 3 here because it's it will take I plus 1 and I plus 2 if we do this. And then at the end we just need to return result. Note here I didn't convert it to an int, it's still a string, but the max comparison will give you the lexicographically largest number, and so that will amount to a max with an int. So if we run this, yeah, this needs to be num. And this passes our test cases. One thing here that another different way to do this is to get first the substring, and what we said is this is the substring we are looking for, okay? And instead of checking all the numbers, we can also just check if the length of the set, so this will eliminate duplicate numbers, is equal to 1. That would mean that it's the same number. If that's the case, then we just take the max. And we can submit this. And that passes test cases. Another slightly different way we can do this, which is a little bit more clever, is that, well, we are looking for the largest streak of 3 numbers, right? So what's the largest we can have? That's 999. What the second, if this is in the string, then we can just return it right away, because we know we won't find anything larger. Otherwise, if this is not in it, and then let's check this one. If it's there, good, we can't find anything bigger because we found that this is not there. Otherwise, try 3 7s and just keep doing this, right? And this, as soon as we find one that is in the string, that's our answer, right? And this actually is constant, because we only need to go through the digits from 9 to 0 and check if that digit, the string of that digit, right, which is 9 multiplied by 3, which will give us this, and so this would be D, and check if this string is if this substring is in the string, then we can return it. So that would be just going through the digits from 9 to 0, and so in Python we go up until -1, which means we will end at 0. That's how Python works. The end, it's the end -1 that we'll get. So this would be, we'll end at 0, and each time we decrement by 1, and we just check if the string of the digit multiplied by 3. So to get that, we just take the string of the digit multiplied by 3. We check if that's in the number, and so let's call this a substring, and if that substring is in the number, then we can immediately return it, because we are going from the largest to the smallest. So if we find it, that's the answer. Otherwise, if we didn't find any digits from 9 to 0, then we can just return empty string. And this is a clever idea, is to kind of reverse the problem and go with a loop here that will give you a constant time here. Okay, so if we run this and submit, and this passes test cases as well. Yeah, so I think these are pretty much it for this problem. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.